3.75 inch vintage collection First Order Stormtrooper from The Force Awakens. Let's look at that, the card art here. That's the back of the card. It says VC 118 over there for the number. I'm going to open this up and continue the review. This is the First Order Stormtrooper out of the package. It's just over 4 inches tall. And let's take a look. This is part of the vintage collection because Hasbro has made so many different Stormtroopers and some are better than others, and this is probably one of the best ones for the First Order because it has a full range of articulation. Let's get to the accessories. It has this mini blaster, and it has this much nicer blaster here. Check out the colors, the black and the white. This one is more detailed than this. You could put this and it attaches to the thigh, but only the right one, not the left. And you could attach the other one to the thigh as well. So either option. And so those are the accessories. And let's look at the detailing before we get to the articulation. Nice helmet design that really stands out. Has a back canister here. It's the generic Stormtrooper that could be anyone. It's the perfect army builder where you could get more than one figure. There's some detailing here. As for the articulation, the head is ball jointed. Can go to the sides. Got some up and down range. Shoulder area, ball joint. In, out. Up or down. 1 point of articulation at the elbows. And you can't spin that. And the wrists, you can't spin that. Open grip for either hand. Upper articulation to the sides. And some up and down. I thought there was waist articulation, but either mine is either super stiff or there is no waist articulation, but they put the belt piece, separate piece, on top of that, so it gives the illusion that it could be articulated, but it's not, just over here. The hips, ball jointed to the sides, and up and down, and 1 point of articulation at the knees, but you can't spin that, and the ankles can go up or down. So they gave this quite a good range of motion on the vintage collection, much better than the regular carded troopers that don't have much articulation. Final thoughts about this First Order Stormtrooper. It's from the Star Wars vintage collection, which is at 3.75 inch scale, and it's really nicely done. You see, the problem with Hasbro is they've been cutting back on articulation and quality on their regular Star Wars lines, and it shows. And it's funny, on the vintage collection, for example, this is where they put super articulation, or the articulation that they used to have in the regular line years ago. And with the articulation at the elbows, the knees, the ankles, it's just a much better version of the character, and probably the best version of the character for an army builder. It's that good generic trooper look from The Force Awakens. It's really just good for army building, but it is pretty expensive, the vintage collection, so that's the downside of it all. But if you get it on sale or a good price, or you just want an army build, and that's the price you gotta pay. So that's decisions you have to make. But overall, with these like Stormtroopers, you always need more than one. So if you have 2 or 3, Makes for a good display. And so yeah, totally recommend it. Looks accurate to the movie. Well done. And so that's the review, and thanks for watching.